Let us start today's session, and we are going to talk about the various parts of plants as source of food. These are the some parts of the plants, and these are the some examples are written here. With that, we can understand what are the different sources of food which is available in plants. Now, these sources are the leaf, stem, root, flower, fruit, and seed. These are the parts of the plants which we generally eat. Now, when we talk about the examples of these leaves, the leaves example is spinach, cabbage. There is a one green vegetable that is called methi, chalu, coriander, that is dhania, bathwa, and mustard. These are some examples of leaf which we eat, and these parts is basically called as a eatable parts. These part is basically eatable part of plants. Spinach, spinach, cabbage, methi, chalu, coriander, that is dhania, bathua, and mustard. These are the some eatable parts of leaf. Now, when we talk about second stem, when we talk about stem is another part of plants, and the edible part is potato, sugarcane, ginger, corn, and onion. These are some examples of stems we eat generally. And when we talk about the roots is basically I am just reading for you people so that you can, if you are not getting the things on the board, so that you can write down these points. Root, the eatable parts of fruit is radish. The example of fruit is radish, carrot, turnip, beetroot, sweet potatoes. These are some examples of fruit. Now, when we talk about flowers, flowers is another parts of plants which we eat, and that example of this flower is cauliflower, brochile, pumpkin. Cauliflower, brochile, broccoli, pumpkin, 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 etc. And the fruits part, fruits which we eat, the eatable part is mango, banana, orange, pineapple, chiku, papaya, and apple. These are some examples of fruits which we eat. Now the last part of plant is seed. We eat different kind of the seeds. We aware about that. This seed, different seed, that is wheat, rice, maize, pulses, groundnut, mustard, beans, beans, and millets. These are some examples. Again, I am repeating the seeds which we eat, that is wheat, rice, maize, pulses, groundnuts, mustard, beans, and millets. These are some examples of the seed. Now, this is all about the various parts of plants as a source of food, and the kind of the things which we eat generally. from the different sources, that things which we eat, that is called the eatable part. And here the plants name are written, plants parts are written here. There are the six parts of plants which we eat. Leaf examples are written here. Stem, stems examples are written here. You can see potato, sugarcane, ginger, corn, and onion. Root, radish, carrot, turnip, beetroot, sweet potatoes. Flowers, cauliflower, broccoli, pumpkin. These are the some flowers which we eat. Fruit, mango, banana, orange, pineapple, chiku, papaya, apple. And seed, wheat, rye, maize, pulses, groundnut, mustard, beans, and millets. So these are the some parts which we eat generally and consume it, and getting the different kind of the nutrients from these, and also minerals from these. Now, when we talk about the, it is all about the whole the chapters where we have discussed like what is food, what are the different function of food, what are the sources of food, and also we have discussed about the different sources of food like plants and animals. Under plants, the parts which we eat generally, that is written here, an example of that part is written here. Also we have discussed about the types of nature of food which the normally living organisms eat. On the basis of that characteristics or nature of that organisms, they are divided in three parts. One part is known as herbivorous, that is herbivorous means the kind of living organisms which eat only the plants, that is called the herbivorous. And the kind of the living organisms which eat only animals, that is called the carnivorous. And the living organisms which eat both plants and animals, that is called omnivorous. The example of omnivorous is like human, rats, and different kind of the other animals. Now, these are the some animals. We have talked about ingredients. Ingredients is the substances, two or more substances which added to make a dish, that is called ingredient. And that ingredients are every kind of the foods which we cooked, that required ingredients. Now I have given another work to you, and that what you have to do, that you identify different kind of the food which are made by your uh, mothers and family members, and also you note down the what are the different ingredients are used to make that kind of the dishes. Now the here the eatable part is the kind, the things which we eat, consume, that is called the eatable. And the eatable part is I have written here, that is the uh, leaves, stem, root, flower, fruits, and seeds. These are the eatable parts. Now we have talked about also how the plants make their food, the process by which the plants make their food, that is called photosynthesis. And in that photosynthesis, there are three things are required. First is sunlight, second one is water, and third one is carbon dioxide. If these three things are there, then the photosynthesis take place. And for the photosynthesis, um, these since foods are made by plants by themselves, that's why it is called as autotrophs. The kind of the kind of the things which make their food by themselves, that is called the autotrophs. And the kind of the things which depends on the for the food on the others living organisms, that is called the heterotrophs. Now the plant is the best example of autotrophs. Now the since the plants provide food for others, that's why it is called the producers also. Now and these things we have discussed here already. I have revised first chapter. Write down all this content and use the previous slide, previous lecture, which is in format of video, PPT. Combine these two, revise your first chapter, and do the exercise also. I will also upload the question answer for the first chapter, but till the time you finished your exercise notes as well. Now it is all about today's class. We will discuss further for next topic in next class. Thank you.